In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The chair now recognizes the delegate from Michigan and the chairman of the Michigan Republican Party, Ambassador Pete Hoekstra, for the purpose of offering a resolution.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Pete Hoekstra from Michigan. In 1994, I had the honor of working with Newt Gingrich to develop the Contract with America. Soon, this convention will adopt a platform that will make America great again. I offer the following resolution and ask for its immediate consideration. Resolved that the report of the Committee on the Platform be considered as adopted. Mr. Chairman, for purposes of explaining the report only, I am honored to yield to the committee chairman and co-chair, Senator Marsha Blackburn and Congressman Mike Waltz.
I now have the honor of recognizing the chairwoman of the Platform Committee, United States Senator for the great state of Tennessee, Marsha Blackburn.
Delegates, I'm Marsha Blackburn from the great state of Tennessee. Last week, I had the honor of chairing the Republican Platform Committee, and I'm here today to report on our work. I would like to thank all the delegates who served on the committee and helped us produce a platform that all Americans can be proud of. It's a different kind of platform. It is not a laundry list of special interest wishes, but a succinct, clear agenda and a promise to the American people. I talked with our next president, Donald J. Trump, and he personally reviewed, edited, and approved our platform because he knows our platform is important. Every American can read our platform and know what we believe and how we will make America safer, stronger, wealthier, and greater than ever before. This platform is built on the values of our founders and great Republicans, from Lincoln and Reagan to Trump, who are committed to freedom, restrained government, and peace through strength. The platform contains 20 promises, including securing our border, getting inflation under control, restoring our energy dominance, defending our Constitution, protecting our Second Amendment rights, securing our country, restoring our military strength, and keeping boys out of girls' sports. And protecting life for the born and unborn. Our nation is in serious decline, taken there by the Biden-Harris policies that have put government first and the people last. The Democrats have forgotten who they serve. We are here this week to remind them and America that we Republicans serve the people and we will not forget them. That's why our platform is dedicated to the forgotten men and women of America, and it will unite all Americans. It is of, by, and for the people. Our platform reflects the agenda of Donald Trump and the timeless values that have defined Republicans for generations. So let's unite and support our platform and our next president, Donald Trump. We all know President Trump will keep his promises as he did in his first term as president and restore American greatness. That is why we must return Donald Trump to the White House. Thank you. And now join me in welcoming the co-chair of the Platform Committee, the fantastic Congressman from Florida, Michael Waltz.
Florida. Hey, thank you, Senator Blackburn. It was such an honor to serve with you as the co-chair of the Platform Committee. This platform is historic because it was written with one group of people in mind: the forgotten men and women of America, you. That means something to me. Many of you know, and I'm proud to say, I'm the first Green Beret ever elected to Congress. And I'm also the son of a single mother raised on the wrong side of Jacksonville who worked 3 jobs just to get us by. Me and my family were the forgotten men and women of America. And now I stand as a testament to the American dream. And I tell you that under the leadership of the Republican Party, no American will be forgotten anymore. It's over. On the strong foundation of this platform and with President Trump and the Republicans at the helm at every level of government, we will overcome every threat facing this nation. We will close our disastrously open border. We will defend our justice system. We will restore our economy. We will unleash American energy and flood the world with clean, cheap American oil and gas. Drill, baby, drill. We will. And most of all, we will strengthen our depleted military and make it strong again. Folks, this platform, the leadership of President Trump, we will destroy inflation. We're going to send a cruise missile right into the heart of it, and we will bring back the American dream. Only in America can someone like me stand up on a stage like this. The Republican Party believes in the potential of every American, which is why this platform was personally approved by President Donald J. Trump. So I hope you will join me to support this platform, that we will propel our party and America to victory this November and get Donald J. Trump back in the White House. I thank you. And please join me in welcoming back our awesome RNC chairman, Mike Whatley.
Thank you, Congressman Waltz. Now to the delegate from Michigan.
Mr. Chairman, I yield back the balance of my time and move the previous question on the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the chair and co-chair of the Committee on Permanent Organization, Please welcome Chairman J.L. Spray, National Committee Man from Nebraska, and Co-Chair Jessica Milan Patterson, Chairwoman of the California Republican Party. The Chair will now recognize Co-Chair Patterson for the purpose of offering a resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Jessica Milan Patterson, the Chairwoman of the California Republican Party, and I offer the following resolution and ask for its immediate consideration. Resolved that the report of the Committee on Permanent Organization shall be considered as adopted. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and it is my honor to yield my time to the Chairman of the Committee on Permanent Organization, J.L. Spray from Nebraska.
Thank you, Madam Co-Chair. Mr. Chairman Whatley, delegates, and distinguished guests, as the chairman of your Committee on Permanent Organization, I have the distinct honor to present to you the report of the Committee on Permanent Organization. I'd like to begin by thanking the members of the Committee on Permanent Organization, the staff and volunteers. The committee met last week to recommend to the convention the slate of permanent officers for the 2024 Republican National Convention. The committee unanimously adopted the slate as its committee report. Delegates, you can find a copy of that list in the order of business placed at your seats. You will see that the committee unanimously recommends that the permanent chairman of the convention will be Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson of Louisiana. The committee further recommends that all other officers, including the temporary chairman and all the temporary officers whose names have been entered into the record of this convention, be made the permanent officers of this convention. Mr. Chairman, I yield back the balance of my time and move the previous question on the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. At this time, the chair would like to appoint Kelly Johnson from Louisiana to the Escort Committee for the permanent chairman. Thank you.
Do I talk now?
The chair now recognizes the delegate from Louisiana for the purpose of offering a resolution.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Gina Gore from Louisiana, and I offer the following resolution and ask for its immediate consideration. Resolved that those elected as the members of the Republican National Committee under the procedures of each state, American Samoa, the District of Columbia, Guam, Puerto Rico, the Northern Mariana Islands, and the Virgin Islands, and whose names have been submitted to the Secretary of the Convention, are hereby declared ratified to serve as members of the Republican National Committee from the adjournment of this Republican National Committee until the successor committee has been ratified by the next Republican National Convention. Mr. Chairman, I yield back balance of my time and move the previous question on the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The chair now recognizes the delegate from West Virginia for the purpose of offering a resolution.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Josh Holstein from West Virginia, and I offer the following resolution and ask for its immediate consideration. Resolved that the Secretary of the Convention is hereby directed to prepare and publish for the Convention a full and complete report of its official proceedings under the direction of the Republican National Committee, and is authorized to make all necessary clerical, grammatical corrections and to make technical and conforming amendments as necessary in reports, motions, and resolutions considered by the Convention to reflect its actions. Mr. Chairman, I yield back the balance of my time and move the previous question on the resolution.
Without objection, the previous question is ordered. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Delegates and alternates, ladies and gentlemen, I now have the distinct honor of introducing the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives and the permanent chairman of the convention, Speaker Mike Johnson of Louisiana.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's such an honor to be here. Before we begin, I'd like to remind the delegates of the provisions of the rules, which require that each candidate for a nomination for President of the United States demonstrate sufficient support prior to the presentation of the name of the candidate for nomination. The chair wishes to inform the delegates at this time that it has been furnished in a timely manner and with evidence of sufficient support of the candidates who will be presented for President and Vice President of the United States in compliance with the rules of the convention. Also, as prescribed under the rules, the total time for nominating speeches and seconding speeches for any candidate for President or Vice President shall not exceed 15 minutes. It has also been the custom at past conventions to permit the chair to recognize non-delegates for the purpose of making nominating speeches and seconding speeches. Without objection, the reading of the roll call of states for presenting the names for candidates for nomination is dispensed with, and non-delegates shall be permitted to make nominating and seconding speeches. At this time, the chair now recognizes the delegate from Iowa and the chairman of the Republican Party of Iowa, Jeff Kaufman, for the purpose of nominating. Please give him a warm welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm Jeff Kaufman, and I'm humbled and honored to stand before all of you this afternoon. As you've just heard, I come from Iowa, home of the First in the Nation caucus, where our party's nomination process begins. Our caucus is a part of a lengthy democratic process, which everyday Americans listen to the candidates, consider what they have to say, and then make a profoundly important choice on who should lead the nation that we love. Earlier this year, Iowa Republicans overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. Then the vast majority of Republicans in primaries and caucuses across the nation seconded Iowa's good judgment in a nominee. Today is the final step before Election Day in this venerable and time-honored process. As we all gather here in Milwaukee, it's important for us to remember that this is a grassroots party. It's a party of the people, not a party of the bosses. Donald Trump has earned the trust of the people. He has listened to them, and Donald Trump has kept his word. Over the next 4 days, we will hear about the many failures of the Biden-Harris administration. The sustained criticism does not proceed from a mean or narrow partisanship, but from the broad and sincere concern for for the well-being and safety of our fellow Americans. It's part of our service to our country. More importantly, we will also hear about Donald Trump's broad and inspiring vision for our country. This is not a program just for Republicans, but one for all Americans. It reflects the value of America. It's a program that acknowledges that our nation has seen better days, and we can and we will blaze a brighter future. We love America, and we want to restore her security, her prosperity, and her excellence. I invite all of you to join me in supporting President Donald Trump in this great endeavor. This is an endeavor. This is an endeavor that's going to make America wealthy again. This is an endeavor to make America safe again. This is an endeavor to make America strong again. And say it with me, fellow Republicans, this is an endeavor to make America great again. So here we go. It is my honor to nominate Donald J. Trump for the office of President of the United States.
Amen to that. Amen to that. The chair now recognizes the delegate from Nevada and the chairman of the Nevada Republican Party, Michael McDonald.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Michael J. McDonald from the state of Nevada. It has been an honor of a lifetime to stand by President Trump's side since 2015. In Nevada, we held the first in the West Caucus, where we blew the Democrats' narrative apart. That you cannot have voter ID, that you cannot have paper ballots, and that you cannot have results of an election on election night. In Nevada, a state that is resilient on service industry, President Trump has proposed to eliminate taxes on tips on day one. Unlike the Biden-Harris administration and the Democrats that increased taxes on tips, President Trump has transformed our party to the champion of the working men and women. We fight for what's right, not for what's easy. We're in a battle for the soul of our nation because we want the best future for our family and for our country. President Trump is our fearless leader who withstood the persecution of a weaponized lawfare, and who has fought even harder and stronger to represent and fight for all of us. I ask all Americans to join me in taking back our nation by supporting President Trump as he leads us back to victory once again. It is my honor to second the nomination of Donald J. Trump for the office of the President of the United States of America.
God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Speaker Mike Johnson.
We will now proceed with the roll call of the states. As required by Rule 37 of the Convention Rules, during the roll call, the states will be called in the order determined by the Secretary of the Convention. During the roll call, the chairs of each respective delegation or their designee will announce the vote of each state. During the roll call of the states, the Secretary will announce each state and that state's total number of available votes. Additionally, the chair would like to remind all delegates that the Secretary will record delegates' votes in accordance with their obligations under Rule 16 of the Rules of the Republican Party, state law, or state party rules, regardless of the delegation's announcement. The official results from each state are those announced by the Secretary. Lastly, just one reminder. We want to remind all our delegates, our alternates, and guests that maintaining order during the roll call is extremely important. If the convention is not in order, it's difficult for the Secretary or presiding officer to hear the vote announcement. Now, without objection, the complete list of votes recorded for President shall be considered as announced. To conduct the roll call of the states, I'm pleased to announce and introduce at this time our distinguished Secretary of the Convention, Vicki Drummond.
Delegates and alternates, let us commence with the call of the roll of the states. Iowa, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I speak for the delegation from the great state of Iowa, the inspiring home of Caitlin Clark. And Madam Secretary, the great state of Iowa proudly cast all of its 40 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Iowa, 40 votes, President Trump. Nevada, 26 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Nevada proudly casts all of its 26 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Nevada, 26 votes, President Trump.
Yeah, there you go.
Oklahoma, 43 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Nathan Dahm, Republican Party Chairman of the great state of Oklahoma, the crossroads of our country, and the first state to have a President Donald J. Trump highway, and the only state to have all 77 counties vote for President Trump 2 elections in a row, with a 3rd time coming up this November.
Yeah!
The state of Oklahoma proudly cast all of its 43 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Oklahoma, 43 votes, President Trump. West Virginia, 32 delegates.
Madam Chairman, on behalf of the West Virginia delegation, my name is Patrick Morrissey, and I am very proud to cast all 32 votes for the Mountaineers, where we're always free, and to cast those 32 votes for our former and future President, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, West Virginia, 32 votes, President Donald J. Trump. New Hampshire, 22 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Corey Lewandowski, and I served as President Trump's campaign manager in 2016 for that historic victory. I stand before you today on behalf of the great state of New Hampshire, the Granite State, the first in the nation primary state, the state that delivered President Trump's first election victory way back in February of 2016. New Hampshire proudly casts all 22 votes for my good friend, the 45th and soon-to-be 47th President of the United States, Donald John Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New Hampshire, 22 votes, President Trump. Nebraska, 36 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Eric Underwood. I'm the chairman. I present the great state of Nebraska. The good life is our motto, where agriculture, beef and corn is the lifeblood of our economy, where our medical field and university are amongst the top in the nation. But it is our people that embody a Nebraska nice, modest lifestyle. Now to announce our delegate allocation, our delegation co-chair, John Tucker.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Nebraska proudly casts all of its 36 votes for President Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Nebraska, 36 votes, President Trump. California. California, 169 delegates.
California represents nearly 5.4 million registered Republicans, more than any other state in the nation. From its pristine beaches to its soaring mountains, from expansive deserts to the redwood forests, the Golden State is responsible for securing today's GOP House majority. It will be the state responsible for returning a House majority to Washington this November so that President Trump has a partner in Congress to support his common sense agenda. With the largest delegation in the nation, Madam Secretary, the great state of California proudly casts all of its 169 votes for President Donald Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, California, 169 votes, President Trump. Tennessee. Tennessee, 58 delegates.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. My name is Jack Johnson. I have the honor of serving as the Republican Majority Leader in the Tennessee State Senate. On behalf of our delegation chairman, the Honorable Bill Lee, the 50th governor of the great state of Tennessee, I am happy to report that from the mighty Mississippi, Graceland and Bill Street, to the Grand Ole Opry, to the Great Smoky Mountains, Rocky Top and Dollywood, to Rock City and Lookout Mountain and Bristol Motor Speedway and all points in between, we proudly cast all 58 of our votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Tennessee, 58 votes, President Trump. Washington, 43 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Washington State, the evergreen state, where the people support law enforcement by allowing them to pursue criminals, where the people support families and children by putting into law a Parents' Bill of Rights, where the people reform taxes so that families and young people and small businesses can thrive. Washington State casts all of its 43 votes for the next president, the past president, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Washington, 43 votes, President Trump. Alabama, 50 delegates.
Madam Chair, I'm Coach Senator Tommy Tuberville and proud to represent the great state of Alabama, one of the most pro-military and pro-veteran states in the country. Huntsville, Alabama has sent somebody to the moon for the United States in the past. We will do it again in the very near future. We stand for the flag and kneel for God. Amen. Madam Chair,
we proudly cast our 50 delegates for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Alabama, 50 votes, President Trump. Massachusetts, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great Commonwealth of Massachusetts, home of John Quincy Adams, Samuel Adams, Patrick Henry, and other great patriots who made America great, proudly casts all of its 40 votes for our next president, Donald J. Trump. So together, we can work to make America great again.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Massachusetts, 40 votes, President Trump. Indiana.
Madam Chair, I'm Jim
58
Banks.
delegates.
Madam Chair, I'm Jim Banks from the great state of Indiana. In Indiana, we believe in the American dream. We love America, and we love Donald J. Trump. As the son of a factory worker born in a trailer park, a veteran of the United States Navy, it's the honor of my life on behalf of my great state, the Hoosier State, to cast all 58 votes for the greatest president of my lifetime and my friend, Donald Trump. Thank you.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Indiana, 58 votes, President Trump. Georgia, 59 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Josh McCoon, Chairman of the Georgia Republican Party. Georgia, the Empire State of the South. Georgia, the #1 state to do business in the United States of America. On November 5th, the Peach State will send 16 electoral votes for the once and future President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. And today, we proudly cast all 59 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Georgia, 59 votes, President Trump. Utah, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Mike Lee. I'm a U.S. Senator representing Utah. Utah is a place where we have big families, big hearts, and big ideas. It's a place where we love freedom. We love the Constitution, and we despise tyranny. In Utah, from the Red Rocks to the snow-capped mountains with the greatest snow on earth, we know what heaven on earth looks like. Utah, the 45th state admitted to the Union, today proudly casts all of its 40 delegate votes for President Donald J. Trump and his newly announced running mate, my friend and colleague, J.D. Vance.
Well done.
I'm wearing my glasses. Is that okay, you think? I need you to move over just a little bit.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Utah, 40 votes, President Trump. Maryland, 37 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is David Bossie. Maryland, the old line state, the 7th state to enter the Union, known for the amazing Chesapeake Bay and Blue Crab, and the United States Naval Academy, the home of Fort McHenry, the historic site that inspired the Star-Spangled Banner, and the home of the next United States Senator from Maryland, Larry Hogan. Maryland, proudly casts our 37 votes for my friend, the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald John Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Maryland, 37 votes, President Trump. Texas.
Madam Secretary, I'm Abraham George, Chairman of the Republican Party of Texas. Not only Texas is the economic powerhouse of America, where we back our police officers, back our oil and gas workers, and back our men and women in uniform. Not only Texas create more private jobs every month than Joe Biden could ever dream when he's sleeping at 8 o'clock. Not only we are a state where no Democrat has won a single statewide office since 1992. Behalf of our great Governor Greg Abbott, our Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, and our Attorney General Ken Paxton, and the Republican Party of Texas, and our entire delegation, we cast all 161 of our delegates for the 45th and the 47th President, Donald J. Trump. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Texas.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Texas, 161 votes, President Trump.
Bernie.
Iowa, 79 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Alex Triantafilou, Chairman of the Ohio Republican Party. I stand here today with my friend Bernie Moreno, who's going to retire forever, politician Sherrod Brown, and deliver a win to the United States Senate. We proudly cast our 79 votes for President Donald J. Trump
and J.D. Vance.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Iowa, 79 votes, President Trump. America, Samoa, 9 delegates.
Talofa teleman mato tunu pele America Samoa, where our motto is God is first. Therefore, Madam Secretary, American Samoa proudly and with all our hearts cast our vote in favor of our next president, Donald J. Trump. American Samoa! Talumai! Talumai! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, America Samoa, 9 votes, President Trump. Wisconsin, 41 delegates.
Madam Secretary, on behalf of the Wisconsin delegation, we welcome everyone here to this 23rd Psalm place we call home, where 170 years ago, this great party was founded down the road in Ripon, Wisconsin, in a little white schoolhouse. Madam Secretary, the great state of Wisconsin proudly casts all of its 41 votes for Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Wisconsin, 41 votes, President Trump. New York, 91 votes.
President Donald J. Trump will always be a New Yorker, and New York will always love President Donald J. Trump. We believe that President Donald J. Trump will be the first Republican in a generation who will win New York State. It is my honor, as representative for New York's 21st Congressional District, House Republican Conference Chair, on behalf of the 91 New York delegates to the Republican National Convention, we proudly cast all 91 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New York, 91 votes, President Trump. Florida. Florida, 125 delegates.
Madam Secretary and everybody in this great city, on behalf of our entire family and on behalf of the 125 delegates in the unbelievable state of Florida, we hereby nominate every single one of them for the greatest president that's ever lived, and that's Donald J. Trump, hereby declaring him the Republican nominee for President of the United States of America.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Florida, 125 votes, President Trump.
celebrate and have a good time.
We will now continue with the roll call of the states. Puerto Rico, 23 delegates.
Madam Chairman, I'm Angel Cintron, State Chairman for the Republican Party of Puerto Rico, the great 51st Republican State of the Union, Puerto Rico, the shining star of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters of Florida, Texas, California, New York, and all the states. Proudly cast all of our 23 votes for our next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Puerto Rico, 23 votes, Donald Trump, President Trump. Kentucky, 46 delegates.
Madam Chairman, the Commonwealth of Kentucky proudly cast 46 votes for the next President, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Kentucky, 46 votes, President Trump. Hawaii, 19 delegates.
Aloha mai kako. We are the delegation from the beautiful state of Hawaii. We carry with us the traditions of the father of the Hawaii Republican Party, Prince Kuhio Kalanaʻaneole Piʻikoi. And we carry his sentiment when he said, "We are Republicans from the top of our heads to the bottom of our feet." Madam Secretary, the great state of Hawaii pledges all 19 votes for the future President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Hawaii, 19 votes, President Trump. Kansas, 39 delegates.
I am Mike Brown, Chairman of the Republican Party of Kansas, the heartland of America and the breadbasket of the world. Also the aviation capital of the world and the home state of Bob Dole and Dwight D. Eisenhower. Madam Chair, the great state of Kansas proudly casts all 39 of its votes for the man, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Kansas, 39 votes, President Trump. Louisiana, 47 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I am Eric Skrmetta, Public Service Commissioner for the state of Louisiana and Delegation Chairman. Louisiana, led by my friend, Republican Governor Jeff Landry, home of the Speaker of the House of the United States Government, Mike Johnson, House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, host of the 2025 Super Bowl for the NFL for the 11th time, the state with the lowest utility rates in the country, and becoming a center for capital investment for the United States. Louisiana, the sportsman's paradise, casts all of its 47 delegate votes for the bold and brave Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Louisiana, 47 votes, President Trump. Delaware, 16 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Julianne Murray, and I am the proud state chairman of the Delaware Republican Party. Delaware is a small and mighty state, but we are the first state. We are so proud of our nominee, and we are going to fight to deliver Delaware to Donald J. Trump. Madam Secretary, the great state of Delaware proudly casts all of its 16 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Delaware, 16 votes, President Trump. Guam, 9 delegates.
Madam Chairman, Hafa-Adai, I'm Felix Camacho, former governor of Guam. We send a warm Hafa-Adai and Sejuus Maasi from the great territory of Guam, where America's day begin. Itano Imansamoru.
The home of the newest Marine Corps base, Camp Blas, and over 20,000 members of our armed forces, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and Space Force, and over 23,000 veterans.
So, Madam Chair, the great territory of Guam proudly cast all 9 of its votes for President Donald J. Trump. Sejuus Maasi.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Guam, 9 votes, President Trump. Connecticut, 28 delegates.
Madam Secretary, my name is Ben Proto, and I have the honor of serving as chairman of the great state of Connecticut's Republican Party. Connecticut, the Constitution state, the arsenal of democracy, and the home of the 2-time, soon-to-be 3-time NCAA men's basketball champion UConn Huskies, proudly cast 28 votes for the 45th president and soon-to-be 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Connecticut, 28 votes, President Trump. Alaska, 29 delegates.
The great state of Alaska pledges all of its 29 delegate votes to Donald J. Trump. The state of Alaska, the largest state in the nation, 2.5 times the size of our fellow state, Texas. The furthest northern state, western state, and eastern state, the largest bears in the country, largest moose, biggest military, more retired veterans per capita. Once again, we pledge all of our votes, 29 delegates, to Donald Trump, the next president of the United States of America.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Alaska, 29 votes, President Trump. Oregon, 31 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Tracy Hunnell, National Committee Woman for Oregon, home of Congresswoman Lori Chavez DeRemer and Congressman Cliff Benz, home of the Beavers. Oregon is also home of the deepest lake in the country and the deepest canyon in the country. We have the 3rd most climbed mountain in the world, and we're the wind sailing capital of the world. Oregon is an outdoor lover's paradise with every geographical terrain on the planet within our border. Madam Secretary, the great state of Oregon proudly casts our 31 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Oregon, 31 votes, President Trump.
I love it.
Mississippi, 40 delegates.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Governor Tate Reeves, on behalf of the great state of Mississippi, the hospitality state, the birthplace of America's music, home to B.B. King, Elvis, Faulkner, and the best catfish in the entire world. Where our food is fried and our tea is sweet. Where breaking economic development and employment records daily is as common as college baseball national championship teams. Woo! A Republican stronghold and a key piece of the Red Wall. From the mighty Mississippi River to the sweet Gulf Coast and everywhere in between, I am incredibly excited, honored, and proud to cast all 40 of our votes for the next president of these great United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Mississippi, 40 votes, President Trump. Northern Mariana Islands, 9 delegates.
Half a day, John Tiro, Madam Secretary. I am Irene Hall, and I am the National Committee Woman and Delegation Chair of the Northern Mariana Islands. On behalf of the 9 delegates from my beautiful Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, we are so proud to cast all of our votes for our President,
Donald J. Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Northern Mariana Islands, 9 votes, President Trump. Wyoming, 29 delegates.
Madam Chairman, I'm Wyoming Secretary of State and Wyoming Delegation Chairman Chuck Ray. The Cowboy State is the energy capital of our country. We supply coal, oil and gas, soda ash, ag products for the entire world. And Wyoming, the Cowboy State, is Trump country. We've supplied the highest margin of victory for President Trump in both 2016 and 2020. And with that, Wyoming, the Cowboy State, casts all of its 29 delegates for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Wyoming, 29 votes, President Trump. Maine, 20 delegates.
Hi, my name is Demi Kazunas. I'm a proud Army veteran, a dentist, a daughter of legal immigrants, mother and grandmother, and will be the next U.S. Senator from the great state of Maine. But today, as chair of the Maine delegation, the largest exporter of lobsters and blueberries, also known as Vacation Land, and we delivered 1 electoral college vote for President Trump in 16 and 20 out of all of New England. We stand here proudly with my delegation of 20 to cast all of our votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Maine, 20 votes, President Trump. Missouri, 54 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Missouri, the Show Me State, home of the 4-time Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Home of the best United States Senators, Josh Hawley and Eric Schmidt. From From the great northwest of the Pony Express to the Lake of the Ozarks, Bass Pro Shop, and St. Louis Arch, the mighty Missouri is casting 54 delegates for our favorite president and the next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Missouri, 54 votes, President Trump. Idaho, 32 delegates.
I'm Dorothy Moon, chairwoman of the Idaho Republican Party, and also the delegate sponsor. I'm excited to have all of the delegates behind us, all 32 votes, to go toward Donald J. Trump. We are the gem state. We are very rural. We have a lot of mountains and rivers, and we also love freedom and liberty. And we love a fighter, and Donald Trump is a proven fighter, and we want him to be our next president with our 32 delegates. We need to be with him. Fight, 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 fight.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Idaho, 32 votes, President Trump.
All right. Hey, we're up.
Illinois, 64 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Congresswoman Mary Miller, and I'm proud to represent Illinois, the land of Lincoln, the first Republican president. And on behalf of parents who are horrified by Joe Biden's attack on parental rights, on behalf of farmers who are being crushed by the Biden economy, on behalf of our daughters who Biden is forcing to compete against men in sports, and on behalf of the victims of the Kamala Harris border crisis, Madam Chairwoman, Illinois proudly casts all 64 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Illinois, 64 votes, President Trump. North Dakota, 29 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm North Dakota State Auditor Josh Gallion and chair of our delegation. I'm a United States Air Force veteran. I'm here with our chairwoman, Sandy Sanford, and the rest of our delegation. North Dakota, we love our farmers. We love our energy producers. We back the blue. We are very appreciative of our military installations, Minot Air Force Base and Grand Forks Air Force Base. We feed the world, we fuel the world, we defend the world. The great state of North Dakota proudly casts all of its 29 votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, North Dakota, 29 votes, President Trump. Arizona, 43 delegates.
Arizona needs to secure its southern border to prevent the atrocities that are happening and fix its broken election system. And that's why I, Shelby Bush, the delegation chair, and our wonderful state chairwoman, Gina Swoboda, and this entire delegation cast their 43 delegates to Donald J. Trump!
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Arizona, 43 votes, President Trump. New Jersey, 12 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm State Senator Michael Testa from the great state, the Garden State, the state of New Jersey, a state where President Donald J. Trump has invested heavily. And we think and we know that he can win New Jersey this year. Madam Secretary, we should all be thankful right now that we are able to cast our votes for President Donald J. Trump after what took place on Saturday. So the state of New Jersey is extremely proud to cast all of its delegate votes for the 45th and soon to be 47th President of these United States, President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New Jersey, 12 votes, President Trump. U.S. Virgin Islands, 4 delegates.
Madam Secretary, as Chairman of the United States Virgin Islands, the land of welcoming people, beautiful beaches, tremendous culture, and the best rum in the world, proudly casts its 4 delegates for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures, the U.S. Virgin Islands, 4 votes, President Trump. North Carolina. North Carolina, 74 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I am Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, and God willing, I will be the next governor of North Carolina. North Carolina is the Tar Heel state. North Carolina is the home of the longleaf pine, and North Carolina is indeed, woo, the state that is and always will be first in flight. Mr. Chairman, on behalf of the state of North Carolina, I am directed that the state to cast 62 votes for America's Braveheart and the next President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, for President, and 12 votes in accordance with the rules.
North Carolina, 62 votes, President Trump, 12 votes to be cast pursuant to the rules and procedures of this convention. Arkansas, 40 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Chairman Wadley, I am Joseph Wood, Chairman of the Republican Party of Arkansas, the natural state, the land of opportunity, home of the 47th Governor, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Yes. Also home of the National Federation of Republican Women, Julie Harris, Johnny Cash, Al Green, and the Little Rock 9 Civil Rights Movement. We cast our 40 votes to continue to fight and save America with Donald J. Trump. Our votes for Donald J. Trump. Woo Big Suey!
Arkansas, 40 votes, President Trump. Virginia, 48 delegates.
Madam Secretary, on behalf of the great Commonwealth of Virginia, named last week by CNBC as America's top place to do business. Home to 850,000 of the greatest Americans, our military and veteran heroes. Home to Washington, Madison, Monroe, the first governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, the voice of liberty, Patrick Henry, and home to Thomas Jefferson, who penned the most immortal words that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they're endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, these truths, and among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Proudly, as Governor of Virginia, along with our great chairman of the Republican Party of Virginia, Rich Anderson, we cast our delegate votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and his Vice President, J.D. Vance.
Virginia, 42 votes, President Trump, 6 votes to be cast pursuant to the rules and procedures of the convention. Michigan, 55 delegates.
Madam Chairwoman, I rise from the great state of Michigan, where the Republican Party was founded under the Oaks on July 6, 1854, home of the gas-powered automobile, Flint, Vehicle City, Motown, Michigan State University Spartans, the 2023 football national champions, Michigan Wolverines, Cereal City, USA, the Great Lakes State, and sadly, the worst governor in America. We welcome you to the Midwest. The liberal elite call us flyover country. We're proud to be part of the so-called blue wall, and we're going to tear down that wall to once again elect our 45th and 47th president, Donald J. Trump. Michigan cast our... Trump. All right.
Michigan, 51 votes, President Trump. 4 votes to be cast pursuant to the rules and procedures of the convention. Minnesota, 39 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great state of Minnesota, the battleground state of Minnesota, which will elect a Republican for president for the first time since 1972 this year. Minnesota, the first state to fight to preserve our nation in 1861. Today, to preserve our nation again, we Minnesotans proudly pledge all 39 of our delegate votes for our next president, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Minnesota, 39 votes, President Trump. Colorado, 37 delegates.
Madam Secretary, on behalf of the Colorado Republican Party and the great state of Colorado, the Centennial State, home of the U.S. Air Force Academy and Space Command, along with the best Rocky Mountain peaks and powder skiing in the world, I have the honor of announcing that our delegation, with unity and purpose, while responding to our president's call to fight, 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 unanimously votes for the 45th and soon-to-be 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and rules and procedures of this convention, Colorado, 37 votes, President Trump. Rhode Island, 19 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the ocean state, where almost 90 years of Democratic control has led to the industrial vandalism of our ocean. Wind turbines in our ocean are killing our fishing industry and marine life, which has led to all pain and no gain. We were the first state to declare our independence from Britain and the last state to ratify the Constitution because we believe in states' rights. We are home to the independent man who wonders what happened to that independent freedom of religion spirit that Roger Williams brought into Rhode Island. Let's bring back the spirit and soul of America with patriotism and intelligence rather than blind, ambitious power. Madam Secretary, the great state of Rhode Island proudly casts all 19 votes for Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Rhode Island, 19 votes, President Trump. Pennsylvania, 67 delegates.
Madam Secretary, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania
and its phenomenal delegation behind me, the birthplace of our nation and Constitution at Independence Hall, proudly cast all of its 67 votes for the bravest man in America, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and and rules and procedures of this convention, Pennsylvania, 67 votes, President Trump. South Dakota, 29 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Larry Roden, Lieutenant Governor of the great state of South Dakota. I'm proud to speak on behalf of myself and Governor Noem and our delegation. We represent the freest state in a nation built on the principles of freedom. On behalf of South Dakotans, I wanted to say one thing. President Trump helped bring fireworks back to our Mount Rushmore. That monument honors 4 of our greatest presidents, and I believe there's room for one more. Just saying. On behalf of South Dakota's 29 delegates, I proudly cast all our votes for President Donald J. Trump.
South Dakota, 28 votes, President Trump. New Mexico, 22 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Jim Townsend, National Committeeman from New Mexico, joined with Tina Zuk, National Committeewoman from New Mexico, and the delegation from New Mexico. New Mexico is known as the land of enchantment. We remember well when our citizens flourished and jobs were always available. Madam Secretary, we remember when the courts in our country were known for being fair and our borders were secure. Madam Secretary, we also remember who was responsible for that and who worked hard for America. That's why today, New Mexico casts all 22 votes for the next President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, New Mexico, 22 votes, President Trump. Montana, 31 delegates.
Madam Secretary, Montana is big sky country, abundant with God's blessings. Montana is the most patriotic state in the USA. Montana is debt-free and sanctuary city-free. As Secretary of State, along with all the delegates from Montana, we stand with a leader who has reshaped American politics and reinvigorated our spirit as a nation. He delivered on his promises: record job growth, historic tax cuts, securing our border, and protecting our Second Amendment. It is our honor to cast 31 votes for our next president, Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Montana, 31 votes, President Trump. South Carolina, 50 delegates.
Madam Secretary, I'm Henry McMaster, proud, happy governor of the state of South Carolina, lucky husband of First Lady Peggy Jean Maccabee McMaster. Great state of South Carolina, the Palmetto State, from the mountains to the sea, where we've been fighting for liberty since 1670, where the Revolutionary War was won, where in 2016 Donald Trump won his first primary victory ever, ushering in the Trump era of American history. The great state of South Carolina proudly cast all 50 of its votes for President Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, South Carolina, 50 votes, President Trump. Vermont, 17 delegates.
Madam Secretary, thank you. My name is Gerald Malloy. I am a proud Vermonter, a Vermont delegate, and a veteran. I am also the Vermont Republican Party nominee for the United States Senate, and I'm the guy that's going to retire Bernie Sanders. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Vermont is the Green Mountain State. It's the 14th star. A long history of leadership and innovation for the United States. Ethan Allen, John Deere, President Calvin Coolidge. Our motto is freedom and unity. Unfortunately, right now, we've got a problem with unity and division in the United States. There's one man that's going to reunite our country and make America great again. It's Donald Trump, 45th and 47th President. Mr. Chairman, the great state of Vermont proudly casts all of its 17 votes for Donald J. Trump.
Pursuant to the announcement of the delegation and the rules and procedures of this convention, Vermont, 17 votes, President Trump. District of Columbia, 19 delegates.
Madam Secretary, on behalf of the District of Columbia, I am directed by that district to cast its 19 votes for president in accordance with the rules.
District of Columbia, 19 votes to be cast pursuant to the rules and procedures of the convention. Thank you, delegates.
Ladies and gentlemen, Speaker Johnson.
All right. The chair is prepared to announce the results. The following candidate received the following votes: 2,387 votes for President Donald J. Trump. Let's make it official. Accordingly, the chair announces that President Donald J. Trump, having received a majority of the votes entitled to be cast at the convention, has been selected as the Republican Party nominee for President of the United States. The chair is pleased to appoint the following to serve as the escort committee for President Donald J. Trump: Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Tiffany Trump, Ivanka Trump, and Barron Trump. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce the Attorney General, and there goes the teleprompter.
President Donald J. Trump gave us the most secure and prosperous economy in the U.S. history. Unemployment hit record lows. 7 million new jobs created under his leadership. The stock market hit record highs over and over again. Americans' household net worth soared trillions of dollars higher than ever before. And job-killing pacts like NAFTA canceled and replaced by the greatest deal maker alive today. President Trump made our economy great once. He's ready to do it again.
I'm Newt Gingrich, and I'm here at the Republican National Convention. And I'm asking you to help President Donald Trump win the White House and kick Joe Biden out of there. If you'll send whatever you can afford to 88022, I believe you will be key in helping defeat Joe Biden.
Our southern border in crisis. Enemies of America pouring in. Your family at risk. Working families struggling to pay the rent, buy groceries, pay for gas. Yet Washington is paralyzed. But this week at the convention in Milwaukee, Republicans are developing a plan to end inflation, secure the border, make groceries and life affordable again, to right the wrongs of the last 4 years. Tune in to watch the plan unfold.
This is Mike Pompeo, and I'm humbly asking President Trump's strongest supporters to help chip in directly to help re-elect him this November. It's not far off. If every person watching this texts donate to 88022 and gives just $5, I know he'll defeat Joe Biden or whoever they put up. Help President Trump win today. With your support, we'll make America great again.
President Donald J. Trump gave us the most
I love you to love me.